My topic is freedom of speech versus hate speech. What is freedom speech? Freedom speech is the right to express information, ideas, and opinions free of government restrictions based on content and subject only to reasonable limitations. What is hate speech? Hate speech is there is no international legal definition of hate speech, and the characterization of what is hateful is controversial and disputed. In the context of this document, the term hate speech is understood as any kind of communication in speech, writing or behavior that attacks or uses pejorative or discriminatory language concerning a person or a group based on who they are, in other words, based on their religion, ethnicity, nationality, race, color, descent, gender or other identity factor. The positive side of freedom speech, freedom of expression, is generally analyzed as bare liberty against restraint by state action. Underpinning rationales for freedom of speech very often imply, however, that the concept also has important positive aspects, and that to be truly democratic, the modern polity requires more than negative freedom. In contemporary conditions, this understanding of free speech raises matters such as media diversity or pluralism, the concept of voice and access to the public sphere, access to information, and the need to rethink the audience in relation to public speaking, whether securing positive free speech is a matter of politics or of law, a task for legislatures or for courts, is an open question. The negative side of freedom speech, free speech often hurts individual freedom. Without proper criticism, sarcasm and vulgar language are used. Rumors are spread in the state, which leads to various unpleasant problems. Fight against hate speech through freedom of speech. One of the ways we can fight hate speech is by speaking up about equality, inclusivity, and diversity. Some refer to this method as counterspeech. The more we can undermine hate speech with loving words, logical arguments, and truth-telling, the more that hate speech will begin to lose its power. Another method that can combat hate speech is education. When it comes to bullying, cyberbullying, harassment, and hate crimes, the more people are educated on these issues, the more we can prevent them in the future. There is no cure for hate speech, but there is a way to stand up against it. Speak out against hate speech. Fight racism and bigotry with love, empathy, compassion, and strength. We may not be able to eliminate hatred entirely, but the more steps we can take to educate and support human beings, and speak out against injustice, the better this world will become. The Constitution of the People Republic of Bangladesh, Part 3 Fundamental Rights, Freedom of Thought and Conscience, and of Speech, 39. 1. Freedom of thought and conscience is guaranteed. 2. Subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interests of the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, defamation or incitement to an offense. The right of every citizen to freedom of speech and expression, and b. freedom of the press, are guaranteed. Conclusion: freedom of speech is difficult to express in today's world. You have to use it as much as you can. Let's not take the opportunity of freedom of speech to turn it into hate speech, because the main weapon to prevent it is to take advantage of freedom of speech. Thank you.